That night, back home, Ethan collapsed onto his bed, the shopping bags piled in the corner like trophies of Rebecca's victory. But when his phone buzzed, he saw a message from Maya. "Maya, what happened? You didn't answer my calls." "Ethan, she made me go shopping. Public. Bought bags of dresses. She's pushing harder." "Maya, good. Let her push. The harder she pushes, the easier it is to break her grip. We'll use this too, Ethan. We'll make Evelyn ours, not hers." Ethan stared at the screen, heart heavy but burning with resolve. Rebecca thought she had cornered him again. But the truth was, every chain she tightened was just more evidence he could use. For the first time, he whispered not in fear, but in quiet rebellion. "You don't own Evelyn anymore." The shopping bags from the boutique still sat in the corner of Ethan's room, untouched. Sequined gowns, lacy blouses, and polished heels, all trophies of Rebecca's latest strike. But instead of feeling defeated, Ethan stared at them with a new kind of determination. Every dress she had forced onto him, every giggle from the strangers at the boutique, could be reshaped. If she wanted Evelyn displayed, then Evelyn would be displayed on Ethan's terms. At school the next day, Maya noticed the fire in his eyes. "She pushed you, didn't she?" Maya asked quietly in the library. Ethan nodded. "Yeah, she made me try on half the store. But maybe that's not the curse she thinks it is." Maya leaned in, intrigued. "Go on." "If I wear what she bought me, but I own it, if I choose it instead of letting her force it, then she loses. Caleb loses too. They don't get to humiliate me if I step into Evelyn myself." Maya's lips curved into a small, proud smile. "That's it. That's how we turn their weapon into your shield." The first test came that Friday. Rebecca had invited 2 of her coworkers over for coffee, the same women who had once giggled at Ethan in dresses during a forced birthday party. When Ethan walked into the living room, Rebecca's smug smile faltered. He wasn't shuffling awkwardly in satin, cheeks burning with shame. He entered calmly, chin raised, wearing one of the boutique's sleek black skirts with a fitted blouse. He smoothed it with steady hands, then offered a polite curtsy. The women blinked. One murmured, "My, how poised." Rebecca's lips tightened. For the first time, Evelyn wasn't the punchline of her little show. That evening, Maya called. Her voice buzzed with excitement. "You did it. You shifted the power. Did you see their faces?" Ethan let out a shaky laugh. "Yeah, they didn't laugh. They looked almost impressed." "Exactly," Maya said firmly. "Now Caleb can't use his clips to humiliate you. And your mom can't parade you as her puppet. Because every time you step into Evelyn, you're choosing it, not them." Ethan's chest tightened, but this time it wasn't with fear. It was something closer to pride and a terrifying sense of possibility. Down the hall, Caleb fumed. He scrolled through his phone, replaying the videos. Something was wrong. They weren't funny anymore. They didn't make Ethan look weak. If anything, they made him look confident. "Stupid," Caleb muttered, tossing his phone onto the bed. "You're supposed to be a joke. Not whatever this is." Meanwhile, in her room, Rebecca paced like a caged animal. She had wanted Evelyn to be fragile, dependent. But what she had seen today was different, Evelyn standing tall, unafraid. And Rebecca knew one truth more terrifying than anything. If Evelyn belonged to Ethan, she couldn't control him anymore. Rebecca's defeat at the coffee table lingered like smoke in the air. The way her coworkers had glanced at Ethan, not with mockery, but with curiosity, even admiration, gnawed at her. Evelyn was no longer her puppet. Evelyn was slipping away. And Rebecca hated losing. The strike came 2 days later. When Ethan got home from school, Rebecca was waiting at the kitchen table, her laptop open, a brittle smile plastered on her face. "I spoke with Maya's parents today," she said casually. Ethan froze. "What?" "They were so pleased to hear from me. Such a lovely family. I told them how close you and Maya have become, and how much time she spends with you. Alone." Ethan's stomach lurched. "Why would you?" Rebecca leaned forward, eyes glittering. "Because Maya is a weakness, Evelyn. And I won't let anyone interfere in what I've built here. If she keeps meddling, I'll make sure her parents pull her away from you completely." Anger burned through Ethan's chest. For weeks, he had endured humiliation, taunts, and manipulation. But this was different. This was Maya. You leave her out of this, he hissed. Rebecca only smiled, cold and thin. That depends on you. At school the next day, Ethan pulled Maya aside, panic tightening his throat. She called your parents, he whispered. She's trying to cut you off from me. Maya's eyes widened, then hardened. Of course she is. She's desperate. That means we're winning. Ethan shook his head. You don't understand. If she convinces your parents, I'll lose the only person who's on my side. Maya grabbed his hand, her voice fierce. Then we make sure she doesn't. We fight back harder. Together. Her grip was warm, grounding. Ethan realized, in that moment, how much he needed her not just as an ally, but as the anchor keeping him from being swallowed by Rebecca's games. That evening, Caleb caught wind of the tension. He sauntered into Ethan's room, smirking. So mom's gunning for your little girlfriend, huh? Rough break. Ethan glared. Stay out of it. Caleb shrugged. Why would I? This is the best drama I've seen in years. Besides, if Mom takes Maya off the board, then it's just me and you again. Evelyn, the house favorite. Ethan clenched his fists, every muscle in his body screaming to hit him. But then an idea sparked. Caleb thrived on chaos, but what if Ethan could redirect that chaos? What if Caleb, unknowingly, became the distraction Ethan and Maya needed? For the first time, Ethan smiled not with fear, but with calculation. That night, he texted Maya. Ethan, she's targeting you now. We need to turn the tables fast. Maya, then we make Evelyn impossible to erase. Public. Visible. If she can't hide you, she can't control you. Ethan's chest tightened. It was dangerous. Reckless. But Maya was right. Rebecca wanted to erase his ally by keeping Evelyn hidden in shame. So the only way to protect Maya was to let Evelyn step fully into the light. The plan took shape in whispers between library shelves, in hurried notes passed under desks, in quick glances across crowded hallways. Maya's idea was simple but terrifying. If Rebecca wanted Evelyn hidden, controlled, and used as punishment, then the surest way to break that grip was to make Evelyn public, but on Ethan's terms. You've been surviving in secret, Maya said, her eyes steady. But secrets are what give them power. If you take the secret away, they lose their leverage. Ethan's chest tightened. Once it's out, there's no going back. Exactly, Maya said firmly. Which means they can't touch you anymore. The opportunity came at the school's spring talent show. Posters lined the halls, announcing acts from juggling to singing to stand-up comedy. Maya nudged Ethan as they walked past one. This is it. Your stage. Ethan nearly choked. You want me to, walk out in a dress in front of the whole school? Maya smiled faintly. Not as a humiliation. As a performance. You decide what they see. You turn Evelyn into a choice. Into confidence. The idea terrified him. But the more he thought about it, the more it made sense. Caleb couldn't blackmail him if everyone already knew. Rebecca couldn't parade him if he stepped onto the stage himself. For the first time, the thought of Evelyn in public didn't feel like doom. It felt like liberation. When the night arrived, Rebecca thought she had won again. She laid out a frilly powder-pink dress for Ethan before the show, smug as ever. Here, she said sweetly. Wear this. Evelyn will dazzle them. But Ethan shook his head, calmly pushing it aside. From his bag, he pulled out something else, the sleek black skirt and blouse he had chosen himself from the boutique. He smoothed it across the vanity. I'll wear what I choose. Rebecca's smile cracked, fury flashing in her eyes. Don't test me. But Ethan cut her off. You can't stop me anymore.